I have decided that Pokemon Run and Bun is simply too difficult for me. I've tried, I put in a lot of effort, and ultimately, I just don't think I am good enough right now to be able to play it. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Pokemon Vintage White. I have tried this before. And so basically, my plan is I'm going to treat this as a calculus hardcore Nuzlocke. If it becomes too difficult, or if I'm failing like literally right off the rip, I'm gonna pull out the calculator. But for the start here, I'm gonna play with no calculator. But Pokemon Vintage White is a ROM hack created by. Let me get this right. Let me look it up so I can. So Vintage White was created by. Looks like this guy. It looks like it was created by someone called Not Suiku. So shout out to that guy. But I've already done the intro sequence, and I've gotten myself to a starting position. So, what is Pokemon Vintage White? Pokemon Vintage White is a difficulty ROM hack that only uses Pokemon from the first 3 generations. So, you might notice, astute observers may notice that this box here does not contain Tepig, Trico, Tepig, Snivy, and Oshawott. You might notice that the names underneath are not Oshawott, Tepig, and Snivy. That's because the Hoenn starters are actually the starters. And they have some changes. They have hidden abilities, which I am going to play around. So simply, all I'm going to do, I want to run Trico. Trico is my favorite Pokemon. Like, literally of all time. Grovyle is my favorite Pokemon, but the Trico line is my favorite line of Pokemon. So, I'm going to play Trico. And so what I'm going to do is I am going to sit here, and I'm going to reset on not his hidden ability, just because I think it's just more fun to play with his hidden ability, and that's literally it. So Technician stats look okay. Perfect. So, attempt 1 has begun. So, I've gotten everything prepared in the upper right in terms of stats. So my upper right has all the important stats, what attempt I'm on, badges, deaths, everything like that. So my current level cap is set by the level of the upcoming gym leader. Which is 15. So I have quite a ways to go. And there's not a whole lot of mandatory trainers. Yeah. So after these two fights here, there is no fights until we get to Accumula Town. We then have to fight N. And then we have to fight one more trainer before we fight our rival again. So I'm not playing this blind, but I am playing it calculus. Because I think if I was to play both blind and calculus, it would be way too difficult, and I'd probably lose on the second gym. Genuinely, I'd probably lose on the second gym. Okay, so here we'll just fire off pounds. Surely it doesn't make sense because damage is halved, but then stab plus heal. No, pound is more damage. Now Mega Drain is more damage. So you see there, hidden ability. So Torchic normally starters have the ability Overgrow, Torrent, and Blaze. In this game, Torchic gets Speed Boost, which is his normal hidden ability. I believe it's also the Mega's ability. Trico gets Technician, as we saw. And then pulling up the other doc so I can have it here. But Mudkips is Swift Swim. So yeah, it's the Mega's abilities, correct? No. Because what's Sceptile? What's Sceptile's Mega's ability? Lightning Rod. Yeah. So Sceptile gets a better ability, which is good. He needed it. Big. Now we gotta go apologize to Mom. So, first things, let's check. Not there. Where is it? It's options. I just want to make sure fast battle scene is on. Set. Confirm. So, ready to go. Very sorry about all the trouble. Well, we can clean it up. Clean it up. No worries. I'll take care of it. Why was my mom voice like a man and then a woman and then whatever? I don't. It's Pokemon. Does anyone actually care about the story? So I think that this is just gonna be a bunch of story now. I have to go walk over to Bianca's house, talk to Bianca's dad. For some reason, I'm the one to convince her parents to let her go out and go on a journey. I don't understand why, but I am. Winter, spring. It's been a while since I played. Yep. Bianca walks south, which means you're supposed to walk south and follow her. In a second here, I need to go check my dryer just to make sure it's going. Yep, she's gonna go on an adventure. I'm not even, I just come in and see what happens. Okay, never mind. Maybe the story was changed. I'm not really sure. Okay, right here. I need to go check my dryer real quick. It takes like 30 seconds. Go talk to Shedin. Take me inside. I gotta go unlock the Pokédex here. Right. So now I have a little bit of open time. Pokemon a nickname. Yes, let's give nicknames. Why not? My nickname theme. We'll see if you guys can get it. I'm just kidding. My nickname theme is not going to be very intelligent in the slightest, but it should make sense once I name another Pokemon. We are now free to head out where Mom comes, and I believe she gives us some running shoes. Okay. Thank you, Mom. Continue to give me my presents. Let's get through here. I feel like 15 minutes to get through the beginning of this game is a little long, but okay. So I need to make sure. So I gave myself all of these items, but ultimately these two I'm not going to use, so I probably might just trash these. This is the starter pack that you get in Sterling Silver, which is another ROM hack, not by the same creator, but like same premise as this one. But basically, I think right now I technically don't have access to Pokeballs. I don't have access to repels either, technically. But these are just all things to speed up my life, like in the future. Not right now, but in the future. Like when I unlock access to these things. So I believe we'll take our steps into here. 1, 2. We take our steps into Route 1, and then I believe the professor is going to give us some Pokeballs here. So we walk up to Professor. Here. She's going to teach us how to catch a Pokemon, and then she'll give us Pokeballs afterwards. So then the Nuzlocke has technically officially started. I would consider the start to be... Actually, yeah. No, I consider the start of a Nuzlocke to be when you get Pokeballs. So if I were to reset over and over for a starter, I wouldn't increase the attempt counter because I feel like that's just dumb. You know? So I'm going to have to learn about the AI because I'm a little used to the run and bun AI. I have to remember how... There we go. So we officially now have Pokeball access. So now Sharon and Bianca are going to propose a little game for us. Propose a little game to catch as many Pokemon on Route 1 as possible. Unfortunately, I'm playing in Nuzlocke, so I can't catch many more than one Pokemon. Okay. So we walk out here. So I will now... I'm just going to use my rare candy because I play... I don't have to explain that I'm going to play with rare candies. Let me rare candy this up. Boom. Oh, I didn't even check my stats or like IVs. I also have to get PK hacks open. Okay, lonely means we have plus attack. That's not bad. Let me save in case I accidentally save over a state because it seems like I might do that. Not bad. It probably means we have pretty low special attack. Probably means we have pretty low special attack, but our speed's good. Does Trico have any changes? Yeah, Trico's attack is actually higher, so it makes sense that he has a higher attack. Okay, so Trico in this game is supposed to be a physical attacker, which is good. Okay. Good. So Route 1 encounters. In the regular grass, there is Zigzagoon, Wurmple, Ladybug, Caterpie, Pidgey, Hoothoot, Rattata, Sentret, Weedle, and Ralts. In the double grass, which I do not believe we have access to, and Sameless Shaking Grass. Or, if we can get to a surf spot, we can get Carvana, or Psyduck, or Tentacool, or Clamperl. I believe, though, there is... Oh, no, that just tells you who the gifts are. Okay. So I believe you just want to take the grass encounter. Unless you can make it all the way through without encountering a Pokemon. So if that is possible, you just do it. Which I'm going to attempt to do. I'm going to talk to these trainers just in case they give me an item. Okay, she gave me a Max Repel, so now I have access to Max Repels. Because she just gave me one right there, right? So I technically have access to this Max Repel. Just this one Max Repel, though. Make it through here. We gotta talk to... Professor. Thank you, Professor. Right. And then we're going to continue on. Do I not have running shoes yet? I don't think there's anything down here. I believe I know where. I really want to play on speed up. You know what? Money management is supposed to be a part of the game. So I'm gonna trash out all but 10. Just to be fair. Max repels, I'm going to allow myself to use just for convenience of gameplay. It's not fun walking through grass and encountering a wild Pokemon every 5 seconds. Okay, there's somewhere that you can get a free Pokemon at, but I forget where. And a free Pokeball. I really want to play on speed up. Holy. I'm playing on speed up. At least while I just walk around here. Free Pokeball. And Psyduck. I'm gonna go ahead, continue talking, finish talking to everybody. These guys just add to like the tune, right? Yeah, which I have music off anyway, so. Going here, I'm fast forwarding through all this because I cannot be bothered. So, not much. Potions. So we'll offer it, I just need as many Pokeballs as I can get. Okay. I probably should have prepared for this. So let's check out Psyduck now. Psyduck is Rash. Stats look pretty decent. I believe Damp is the only ability it can get. No. So Psyduck gets access to Swift Swim and Damp. Unfortunately, we do only have, or we get Damp, but this does mean that we can prevent self-destructives, which is very good. So I'm going to lead Trico, yes, into this fight. I'm going to fast forward for pretty much most of it, just because, oh wait, I can stop fast forwarding now. Truth, knowledge, power. Who's this green-haired guy? You can talk to Pokemon? Yeah, because he's a Zoroark. And is a Zoroark. Confirmed. So his team is really funny because it's so useless. Unfortunately, his team is really, really bad. Smeargle is a useless Pokemon in this hack. than this ROM hack. I don't know why I forget to say the second word sometimes. The first word sometimes. I'm just like speaking in a way that my brain understands, but that's about it. Quick attack. I mean, it's just better than pound, yes. Does pound do 50 damage? No. Okay, yes, so it's just quick attack is just better pound. Do I get access to repels yet? I don't believe so, but let's go heal, and then I'm gonna go get access to my first wild encounter. It didn't give us too much money, which is meh, but okay. So, encounter time. Boop, boop, boop. Counter docks. The double grass must be across the water. Shaking grass is guaranteed Ralts, which would be good. But do I just need all the encounters I can get is the question. So route 2, yes, I believe I probably just take my encounter. Yes, on route 2 I'll just take the encounter. Striaton City I'll take the encounter. Dreamyard I want to, but I think it's just best to delay. So if I fish here, I can get, let's see. If I fish, I get Carvana Tentacle Clamp Pearl. Or thing is, I have to face off against Chili, which means that if I get a bug type here, it's not the best. However, I'm guaranteed to have... Let's go take the north encounter first. Hang on, is there a Pokemon here that can blow you away? Probably Growlithe, right? I bet you Growlithe knows Roar. Yeah, of course he learns it at level 1. Fuck that. Do I have any way to stop him from roaring me? No. Just chuck the ball if it's... Okay. If it's Growlithe, I just chuck a ball. If it's anyone else, I can... If someone gives I want to get my running shoes. Please. Thank you. I get access to the running shoes. I can finally get around. Okay. Did not mean to take my encounter here, but I went into speed up, which is 100% my fault. So this knows Leer, Wrap, and Poison Sting at level 5. I don't know if I can hit it. If I can, the only move I can hit him with is Absorb. What's Ekans' base? Base 54, so it's higher than my special attack, but being underleveled by 6 levels. 20 base power boosted to 30. 30 base power move against 6 levels lower, but it's resisted. Which means it's half. It's like a 15 base power move. Yeah. I'd consider swapping here, but I think I can just chuck balls. Crits in Gen 5 are 2x, right? I'm going to have to get used to that. Once I catch my Pokemon, I'm allowed to activate a Max Repel simply because I don't want to have to deal with wild Pokemon. Fair? Fair. Okay. So let's check this thing. Ooh, he has an item. That's good. Habanberry. Quirky means neutral. Is Haban minus electric type move? Why the why the okay. Do I go claim? So my level cap's still 15. The next trainer has a level 10 Pokemon, so I think I can go at least 12, maybe 13. Gen 5 EXP curves are a little insane though. Like genuinely Gen 5 XP is insane. You'll see when it happens, but like you gain an insane amount of EXP. I believe I probably want to claim my encounter below. Right. I don't think there's any reason not to. I think it'd be dumb not to as well. Do I have an encounter item change? I do have an item change. Okay. Let's start with repel. And then take the encounter. Ooh. This is good, this is good. Pidgey. Pidgey has 35. So compared to Ekans, I should deal just a little bit more damage. Not an insane amount more. Like, this only knows Thunder Shock, so I can just sit in and throw Pokeballs. But this is the first part where we get to learn some of the fun gimmicks about this game. Once I catch Pidgey, we will see. All right. Here is the fun part about this. Oh, wait, isn't Pidgey normally a normal flying type? Why, yes. In this game, Pidgey is Zapdos. So, we now have Zapdos. I'm pulling up Pokemon changes so that I can read some of the changes. So Pidgey now has better special attack. He gets quick feet and no guard, so unfortunately I didn't get no guard. Unlucky, but it is what it is. So eventually Pidgeot. Is it Pidgeot or is it Pidgeot? I don't know. Okay. Either way, Pidgeot gets buffed to 115 special attack, 101 speed. So this thing's like actually a Pokemon now. And we can go ahead and candy him up to, I think I'm gonna go, I kind of want to go 13 on my mom's, but I don't know if I can. Like, you know, like I want to go 13 to be safe, but I don't know if I can afford to, because if my level cap is 15, like that's really not high, like at all. That is so low. Especially with the EXP gains of this gen. I really have to think about using... So they'll only have 2 more levels to go out. 2 levels over... like a pretty decent team against it, right? Well, let me put... So, I mean, obviously this wants to lead. Let me put another point to tree. And another point to Ekans. here. I believe Thundershock should be our highest damaging move. If it is not, I am very concerned. Okay, yeah, he just wants to outspeed me, which makes sense. He'll probably also go for Thundershock, I'd assume. There's no reason for him to go for Gust, right? Okay, that does 10 damage. Holy. Do we think one can survive a Gust? Probably not, if I'm gonna be real. Press Thundershock again. Quick Feet. This likely wants to... I'd hope not Pursuit here. Okay, just Pursuit, whatever. It shouldn't kill. Yeah. I was gonna say that shouldn't deal. Was it 30 damage? I get an Intimidate off. Hang on, I need to... How do you spell Rattata? And I also have to go to the bathroom really bad. Oh, it either has adaptability or guts. Okay. Well, then I can't necessarily use Glare. I don't know if there's a way to figure out if it's adaptability. Let's bite. He's faster, of course he is. That has to be adaptability. That has to be adaptability. Say I should be forced to use Pursuit now, but as long as I don't swap out, I'm fine. Nice. So that is the only necessary trainer to fight on this route. Everyone else is optional. And I will be optionaling them. So this guy is not a trainer because the next trainer is a woman, and it is her. She is the next trainer. Okay, for the wise words. Oh wait, I have full swords in max up. I forgot that I had those. I brought these so that I could, you know, this exact thing. So I need to dodge this trainer, so I stay at the bottom. And then I walk wide around this trainer. And there's items down here. Yeah, just potion. And now we have a... Why is there no... Was that a Black and White 2 edition. Okay. So now we have Bianca to fight. And Bianca has a Shuppet and a Mudkip. This Shuppet looks like a problem. And I believe Shuppet also got changed. Yes, Shuppet is a Ghost Dark type. So, we will leave one in the back for Mudkip. So I'm gonna Rare Candy. I think everyone will be 13 for sure. And yes, no items because of knockoff. Knockoff is a weak move in this game without whatever it's called. I think if I want to do anything, I should be leading this, right? Get ambushed. Intimidate the Shuppet. I'm going to glare as I get screeched. The thing is, I have literally no idea how many screeches this thing likes to set up. It usually seems like it's a lot. That's all I'm gonna say. Do I just have to keep swapping until it misses or gets paired? Probably. So the reason I can't stay in is because if he crits, it is really bad for me. Okay. I think my dryer just went off, so I have to go check that. I'll swap here. I need to wait and see what move it uses before I go check my dryer, though. just have to keep swapping until it gets paralyzed or Screech misses. Which, you know, okay. Since Screech's accuracy 85 and isn't like Paralyze's chance to flinch in Gen 5, like, not flinch, but whatever. Or was there something here? Yeah, that was Nightshade, not just Screech. Is he finally saying that he needs to attack? And that's Bianca. That was such an annoying fight. I hate you, Bianca. Okay, but I do believe I now get access to some things that are, yeah, Great Ball. there like an item over here? Like speed, I can just sell that. Reflect is worn off. I need to check the item changes, which I'm going to. So here I get HM1 and then 2 TMs and a bike eventually. I need to heal first, for sure. Let's see if I get access to repels, because if I do, that means nope. Right. Let's save up just in case. Actually, no, let's not save up. Let's just buy. 30 Pokeballs is a lot, though. Just in case. Okay, so. I believe here I just want 2 fish. Let's check the ingredients. Okay, we got a couple great balls, which is good. Do I have any TMs yet? Not yet, okay. Right, so I am going to fish. Boom. Which I have to now find my keybind for, which I believe is this. Nope. Is it that? Okay. I am just fishing here, right? Correct. Play up until like the first gem. I don't know how much after I'll play the first gem, but I think up to. You can tell this is like an earlier ROM hack because a lot of the newer ROM hacks. Ooh, hello. This is really good. So this will know tackle, tail whip, and bubble. I'm gonna bite once as well to get the HP a little lower. Does he knows tackle? Let's throw a great ball. Big. Let's check out 4s. Ooh, Tibid with a... Holy moly. This is the mother load. These are very good encounters. Like, really, really good. So now, I'm gonna just minimize it 'cause it's easier to. So first off, let's level this up to 13. So it's same strength, stronger than double. Now, so where is he? Where is? So I technically have access to one more encounter, but it looks like I should be delaying this. My next fight right now is Sharon, who has a Torchic and an Eevee, and that's it. Peck, Growl, Focus Energy, Flame Charge, Growl, Pound, Quick Attack, Tail Whip. He's got a level 14 mon, which means I probably should be looking at 14, but I don't know if I can. Like, these guys are already pretty close to 14. All right. I don't think I need to level these guys. Who's stronger out of you two? Definitely you. I'll just rip a Bubble Beam. If I need to, I can swap here. I want probably these 3, maybe even 4 to be leveled up. Two's definitely going to 14. Tree's going to 14 as well, and I think 1 is also going to go to 14. Yes, because this gives me access to a much stronger attacking move. Razor Leaf. Shit. Okay. Well, that's a little unlucky, but it just means I can't really use it. Fuck. Can maybe swap in and soak some XP, but that's about it. I didn't mean to send him to 15. Trico will only come in if absolutely necessary. Yes, we lead Psyduck, who is actually under-leveled 1. But it's completely fine because he rips a Bubble Beam, which brings this thing down into one-shot range. And he's probably going to use Flame Charge here, I'd assume. No, Growl. Okay. Well, that means I just one-shot. Next turn, or 2-shot it next turn. Finish it up next turn. And then growled me. Do I stay in and try and get off an attack? If it gains a level, okay. Wait, maybe EXP curve isn't as bad as I thought it was. I'll swap to Ekans to get Tim off. We're hoping for a growl or tail whip here. It's fine. 8 damage, and that was reduced by... Is it 50%? Is that how much Intimidate reduces by? I can research. Google's still available. Wait, it's -1, which means what? How much is one stage stat-wise Pokemon? -1 is 2/3. -1 is 67%. Okay. So 2/3, if I multiply it by 3, multiply it by 3 over 2, 8, 24, 12. 12 is his base damage. Let's swap. Let's swap into tree here. Because I want to go back into 2 to get a second until off. And 15 that can, if he crits he can kill. Okay, we'll go back into 2. Good. That's what I wanted. I want to glare him now. Oh, yes. Please. Please tail whip me. I'd assume he goes for quick attack now. But from here, 4 is a pretty safe swap. -2, paralyzed. So it does 50% damage with its attacks. So basically, whatever double that is what it would normally do. Jesus. Do I want to tail whip it so that I can swap out? I just want to deal damage. Let's see how much we deal with a water gun first. Ugh. Yeah. Fucking hell. Going to 2 here. Dude, I swear paralyzed doesn't work. Pairs don't happen in this game mode. Is there? let me find the. No, it's just extremely unlucky is what is happening. Okay. Like, if I gotta resort to these types of tactics, I will. I think everyone's been in on this so far. Like, do I go 1? I think 1 could go for him. Finisher, maybe? Are you... I literally have no idea what my damage ranges should be. I am 100% guessing on what should be happening. But is this cut? Oh, please tell me cut's a grass type move in this game. Please tell me cut's 160 base power, 100 accuracy, physical grass type move. Please tell me it is. Okay, first, let's go heal though. We're gonna skip the dream yard for now because I don't know what I can do there. Oh, there's only 2 trainers that I have to take care of inside the gym. So maybe being a little over leveled probably isn't the end of the world. But I did gain access to the HM cut, 60 base up. Yes. Oh my god. I think this will be the strongest move on this, right? Oh, like, is the 1/8 crit chance better? You know? Like, how much is 5 base power really? Versus the chance to double in power. I don't necessarily have to teach cut then. Okay. Definitely want to level up my 2 water types to 14 though. You're not learning water sport, or you're never using water sport. Okay. So Rain Dish eventually becomes Regenerator. So okay. Striaton Gym. I think you need to prepare to face that type. Thanks. Okay. So there's 2 trainers in here. The first trainer leads with a grass type. Did I gain access to berries? I don't think so. I also don't have thief yet, right? Yeah, I don't have any. The only thing I have is a Haban berry. Okay. So I want my 2 water types probably for Vulpix. If anyone, just you. You could be fine against Corfish. I think you're probably tanky enough to do something against him. Otherwise, both of you 2 would be fine. And I think I want to lead here on Nuzleaf. For sure. And then maybe look to Poison Sting. I don't know. If he gets too many growths off, I think it could be a little scary. So maybe I swap here on the fake out. I'm not really sure. The thing is, I want to save most of my XP for next fight. I have an idea. I don't think Nuzlocke's a very strong Pokemon unless it got buffed. Check. No, Nuzlocke did not receive any buffs. Good. Makes this easier for me. I don't think Nuzlocke should probably get buffs, but Shiftry, yes. I mean, Nuzlocke isn't good, but a lot middle stages are kind of supposed to be like in this ugly middle, like awkward teenage phase, especially in early gens. Like a lot of middle stages are just like awkward teenage Pokemon. Like you know, if there's 3 stages, it's just like 100% fake out. Why would you not go for fake out? That's fine. Hopefully I can poison him. Make this a little easier. This isn't the difficult trainer. The difficult one is the next one. I kind of want to be 15 for the next trainer, like on everyone. So I may go to the Dream Yard because there are items in there that I do want if I can get them. At this point, is it worth it to switch? I don't think so. I can bite to try and flinch. Oh, he's faster than me? Shit. Attack and special attack. I think it matters. I should just kill him quick enough, right? He's faster than me though, which isn't amazing. I can also just swap. What's Nuzleaf's speed? $60. I mean, yeah, he's gonna be probably faster than Pidgey. Actually, no, we have speed boosting nature. That can probably go Pidgey and kill. Yeah, I think I can go Pidgey and kill here. Plus, I'm a level over. Okay, yes. My Pidgey is quite fast. 1 level advantage, plus we're pretty close in speed in the first place. Okay, he goes full pitch right away. Interesting. Let's go into 1 first. And I can swap into tree. Okay, confuse, raise a swap for sure. I'm not playing around that. Especially not on 1. Let's go 4. This at least gives me a free swap. Yeah, so next turn I won't be confused or burned, luckily. As I swap into here. Holy! Oh, that was a crit. Okay. I was like, damn! And another confused ray. Awesome. Should be pretty safe to swap here, right? Because if it's Incinerate, I'm fine. If it's Quick Attack, I'm fine. It should be Quick Attack, though, right? Like, surely he sees that he's about it. Alright, whatever. Go back into 1. 3 Pokemon will soak the XP from this. And then, yeah, now he quick attacks. How much does this deal? 5. Not threatened. Okay. And then the last Pokemon is Corphish. Corphish. Corphish, I am afraid that you can dish out a bunch of damage. So I'm going to intimidate you. Because you could be adaptability. Which would be really annoying. Huh. So Leer, Vice, Grip, or Harden. Leer. Surely he attacks next turn though. I'm gonna swap into Trico. I think Trico has to be able to take 1 attack. One has to be able to take an attack. Okay. Why are you the first one? Whatever. Okay, it's not a one-shot, which is good. You know what? All my good luck is coming through. I want to swap here to soak XP. I do have to do XP management, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but it's another like part of gameplay that like does actually impact the game. Dude, what? Man. Pre-Gen 8 crits really are something. Right. The next trainer I am going to go to the Dream Yard for. I'm trying to decide if this is the right play to make. Because there's items in the Dream Yard. TM80. I believe Pluck is in there, which is decent. Like, really, it's decently useful. I believe Side Out can learn Pluck. So, okay, I kind of want to get through to be able to, you know. How does How's my XP look, though, is the real question. I have a couple guys that are pretty safe. Like for pretty much everything. How much XP does one have available? Plenty. Okay, let's lead you then. Yeah. I wanna... There are some TMs that I would like to get access to in the Dream Yard, and I only have to beat this trainer. Okay, that is a lot better than I thought. I only have to beat this trainer. I unfortunately do not have max repels, which means I will have to risk taking the encounter here, which I do not know if I would like to do yet, because the Shaking Grass areas, extremely worth it. Shaking Grass is Gen 2 starters. Okay. So this is probably Nightshade or Confuse Ray or Gust. I'm just gonna fire off a Bubble Beam because I can. If he Confuse Rays on the swap, it's not gonna be amazing. Swapping a tree though. Literally exactly what I called. I think this has plenty of XP available. I got an upgrade on my room. This needs to be a little bit healthy, right? Surely I have speed. Thank you. Kind of hoping Clefairy's next. Clefairy would be a lot easier to handle. I did spread that. Okay. This is like pretty random move. So I'm going to 1. It was either 1 or 4. I think 1's probably better there. Yeah. I'm really not afraid of this thing like at all, so I'll just Confusion. I need to get it to lock into rollout if I want to swap. Otherwise I have to only swap into water types, because Ice Punch can do a lot of damage if this is huge power, which my documents do not say. Okay. Big. Big, big, big. Okay, tree's level 15. Clefairy comes out. Which one's... Wait, shit. Nice, fine. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I could just stay in here. Like, surely Double Slap doesn't kill from 18. And I don't think Bubble Beam will kill. Yeah, I can just stay in and soak these for a little bit. I can swap if I need to, but this has plenty of XP to take, so I can stay in here. Let's see how much this does. I was wrong. 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 I'm swapping to 2. Oh, if that would have 5-hit, that died. Or hit 3-hit grit. 4-hit grit. Okay, Sing hits completely fine. I got an Intimidate off. Wow, that double slap did a lot. I'm a little surprised. Going to 4 here. I hope Youngster Joey is a optional. Okay, 4 should tank this pretty well. Yeah, 3 damage. It's only 1 less than what Psyduck took. But he takes it like a champ. It just has more HP. 1 more and then it'll die. 5-hit could kill. It looks like Water Gun should kill from here. Nice. Sometimes you gotta play a little reckless. Wait, I forgot that I have these so that I don't have to run back. Okay, so I beat you, and then Youngster Joey's right there, which is not at the entrance to the Dream Yard. However, the items that I want are past some patches of grass. So the one that I want is Pluck, which is this way, I believe. Which means I have to try and get past here, and I don't technically have access to repels. Right. I don't technically have access to repels right now, so using it would be cheating. That's fine. Okay, this is a good encounter. Does this have teleport? No, luckily it does not. It does in fact no confusion though. Well, now I don't have to worry about encounters here. Oh, and no Psybeam too. Holy shit, this thing is... I think I fire off a couple confusions maybe. Maybe just like 1. Just 1. It's like there's no way I'm doing that much more damage than him. Well, now I can turn on the max repel because the encounter has been acquired, so it doesn't matter if I skip encounters. Pluck was this one. No, smack. Could have sworn you got access to Pluck. It should be. Hang on, how many did I pick up? Yeah, there's one there missing. That's why. That one? Is that the one that I didn't get? Oh no, right here. There we go. So I am going to rare candy everything to 15 for this the last trainer, I think. Surely I'm safe to go to 15, like, right? I'm just gonna say I am and do it. Okay, 2 gets a much stronger move. So the thing is that Fiva evolves here. If I delay, I don't get anything. Was that a 1% encounter? No, it was a 10%. Okay. And then I send this 15. Oh yeah, Kirlia got a very nice buff in this game. Kirlia got a very nice buff in this game. I will show it as soon as she evolves. And 15 is my level cap. I have confirmed this like 3 times. It's a little weird how you fight so many Torchics early game. You fight 3 Torchics. Okay. Brave is, yeah, a little unlucky, but might be worth it to go for like Gallade. I need to go to the rest. So, the very, very nice thing here about Kirlia is her defense stats. So as you can see, her defense stats are now higher than her special attack, which is not normally the case. Hello, Lolly. Welcome. Good morning. Okay, but I have 1 battle before the gym leader. I have 2 battles that I'd like to do, and then I'm going to probably take a break, which means I am definitely going to be taking a break. The first trainer is a Pseudo, which I will probably use 2 for, and maybe 4. I think I also might be able to use 15, or not 15-1. let's just run it. Dude, if I could play Run and Bun Vibe Space, like, I would. Thing is, I know if I played Vibe Spaced, it would not go very well. Yes, you are the last trainer I have to deal with before the gym leader. So I think I just want to fire off an attack, right? Okay, Lolly, thanks. Thank you for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you, Lolly. No matter what I say, I love you. Well, he hasn't blocked me in, so I feel like I should be swapping, right? It's not super effective because I believe Sudowoodo is a part grass type in this game, which, you know, in my opinion, kind of ruins the whole false tree Pokemon thing. But, you know, some people think that Sudowoodo should be a grass type because he resembles a fake tree. I just don't follow that same thought process. Yeah, like, I guess it doesn't not make sense. Right? It doesn't not make sense is what I'll say. Okay. Definitely gonna need to get a couple swaps here. This could be one of two moves, either Bubble or Stool Booge. I think I can probably go into two to tank at least one attack. Definitely don't want to keep one in for too long. Okay. Means he's no faster than me in every regard. I could glare him to like fuck him over, but I think let's just Poison Fang and get some damage down. Just 4 damage. Yeah, cool. Let's glare him. Ugh. Good morning, kitty cat. Yes, how are you, princess? Did you have good nap? It is like 3 p.m. Yes, I know. I give you scratchies. Do I take the kill here, or do I get another swap? And that's the question. Because I don't really want to go into these two or even here, but also this. So this Slugma knows Water Gun, Ember, Yawn, and Recover. Very, very annoying moves. I am going to Sand Attack. If this is in, I am also going to be annoying. For as long as this is alive. Okay, does Yawn work how I think it does, or does it insta-put to sleep? It does insta-put to sleep. Okay, so now he's going to attack, which means I need to swap. And I'm definitely going into Thief here. Five needs to get a little bit of XP onto her. Okay. We'll hit off a Psybeam. As another yawn comes out, of course. I'd assume he's probably gonna look to try and do I try and wake up here? I have 3 more Pokemon. Could swap. I don't know if this was a worthwhile swap though. Just in case I do have to swap into a physical attacker. Yeah, let's get my use out of 4. Okay. Very good. From here we go into 1. And then 1 just needs to get 1 attack off. Maybe more, but we'll see. 1 does not need to get very many. God dang it. I'm gonna keep 1 in. Because I don't think he heals at that HP yet. Can't be burned here as well, which is nice. Because I'm asleep. 3. Okay, that's max turn sleep. Get this down to like, yeah. Yerp. Just need to hit confusion here. If I can confuse him, that'd be really nice, but speak and you shall receive. That was actually a really, wow, I did not get very much XP, huh? Right, so I have 6 Pokemon, all at 15. Now I am going to use my favorite software, PK Hex. To do so, I must first save. And then I'm going to do this. I'm going to be a little bit better about my naming conventions. Let's hope that the EXP in here is correct. Sometimes it is not. The way that we check, and while I'm at this, export. check this. And what should happen is that everything should be level 15 with exactly 1 XP to level 16. Perfect. But now, more importantly, I can check my IVs. So let's start from the very top here. Ekans has 4 HP, 6 attack, 29 defense, 1 special attack, 10 SPDF, 5 speed. So this Ekans is very, very lackluster, unfortunately. Psyduck has 1 HP, 15 attack, 15 defense, 11 special attack, 13 SPDF, 18 speed. More impressive than the Ekans, still not very impressive. The Squirtle has 7 HP, 11 attack, 17 defense, 20 special attack, 10 SPDF, 4 speed. So far, I feel like Squirtle's is probably the best, but I think Psyduck has a higher technical. Trico has 15 HP, 5 attack, 19 defense, 25 special attack, 18 SPDF, 6 speed. Unfortunately, not great. But who cares? Holy moly, this thing is cracked. Pidgey has 28 HP, 23 attack, 0 defense, 13 special attack, 28 SPDF, 29 speed. And Feeve 5 has 29 HP, 18 attack, 20 defense, 18 special attack, 26 SPDF, 5 speed. So this thing will be able to turn into whichever one of Gallade or Gardevoir I wish. So let's save now, just to ensure that I have this. And then I have Chili coming up. So Chili has a pretty interesting lineup. Let me just double check here. 1 HP or 1 XP to 16 on everyone. The next thing I would like to do, big stretch, is check if these can be taught to anyone. So Smackdown, fortunately not. I didn't think it would be able to. Incinerate, I don't think this will be able to either. Work Up, I also don't think this will be able to be taught. Oh, hello. I don't know if I have like. Yeah, let's not do this. And then Pluck. This is the one I do want to teach. Okay, it's only Tree that can learn Pluck, but I think I should probably teach Pluck over. Like the difference isn't even that drastic. I can just teach over here for now. Like just take the stronger base power move. Okay. So let's take a little look at the team. The lead Growlithe has Intimidate, Headbutt, Roar, Bite, and Leer. So that's the only mon that does not have a fire type move, interestingly enough. So do I just want to lead Intim against Intim and then swap into like, I don't know, 4? Even Tree, I guess. So maybe I could lead Tree, pluck his berry. I'm probably faster, so it doesn't make sense to do that. Right? Just lead Intim against Intim and then Psyduck needs to be used against the Houndour. So yeah, the other Pokemon that I have, you can also be used against Torchic. So you two can be used against Torchic. You should be able to wall Houndour on your own. And then these three need to be able to handle the Growlithe. Torchic has a citrus berry. Interesting. Like, I'm thinking I could also just lead one. Because, like, he's not going to be too useful. Like, he can't really swap in on anything, right? I could just lead one. Oh, hang on. Yeah, the stats haven't changed. I forgot that this is a bug with PK. X. I believe this is the fix. Don't want to be cheating here. Yeah. His attack should have been higher. Also, Curlia would have not been tanky at all, which would have been not great. Curlia's okay. So am I just running this fight? I don't think Trico can do anything if he doesn't just go in on the lead. If I'm gonna be honest. I unfortunately just don't think he will be useful if he does not lead. Maybe I'm wrong. To me, this makes sense. Maybe it would make sense to lead the Intimon, but I unfortunately can't really use Psyduck against Growlithe because it knows Bite. Squirtle would be fine. Yeah, I just unfortunately don't think Trico can do anything besides go in, like maybe get off a Leer or like a Mega Drain or something, and then swap out. Like I unfortunately do think that's about all he's doing. Like he soaks the Intim, he goes in and he gets off a Leer. Like, I'm honestly happy if that's all he does in this fight. And he's slower than Growlithe. Stop. I want to glare this if possible, just because headbutt flinches are annoying. Okay, that's a 10. Crit definitely kills, right? I don't really want to go into Thief here. Tree's probably my best swap. It's big, it means I can get a Thunder Shock. Let's steal the berry before we swap out. Going to 4. Hopefully 4 can finish. Also, 4 is pretty good against the rest of the Pokemon that can be sent out. And it should, Lolly, no. I'd assume that a water gun here kills. Okay. Big. It's a level up. So is there a reason that we don't want him to complete, like... His moves will get delayed by like 2. Water Pulse will be level 22. Lolly. Can we not be biting my hand? I think over tackle probably 60. So 10 more base power. Yeah. Let's take this. I think 4 will be like a 2 attacking moveset mon. Turtwig. I mean, well, I'm literally never going to use this. But also I'm literally never going to use Leer either. Okay, Howdoer with Idtib. I think I am safe.
They're getting off for lunch. I'm getting off for a nap.
You're gonna nap?
I'm gonna try.
Hi, Lolly Joy!
Hello, the baby!
Good, good. Ooh, this one goes. Oh, awesome. Is it both Squirtle and Trico? I should have this. I want to change the name scheme now, but if I lose this one, technician maybe. Sure, but on this.
think this is a good spot to stop.